see here. And okay, is that layout cool for you the way it is?
Oh, it's perfectly
Okay,
fine.
cool. All right, this is Jay Leno. I am with my buddy Torvik, and we are here to do another episode of TMNT Discussions. How's it going, bub?
Oh, it's going pretty good. Hello again, everyone who's going to be watching.
Indeed. All right, man. Well, I mean, prior to this, you had a couple of things that you had wanted to show everybody, including myself. A couple of your pickups.
Well, we do have the newest issue, which we have two covers for.
Nice. That second cover is amazing. As well do I have the 148 as we're going into our road to 150.
And I have here the Ninja Turtle macro series I talked about last time. Another very
Ooh.
cool thing in it. If you see right here for Michelangelo, the writer of that Michelangelo one shot, which you'll have one of the greatest scenes ever, is Michelangelo saying, "Screw you" to Splinter.
Wow. Nice.
Another cool thing I have is they did The Thing had his own comic series, and I have the issue drawn by Kevin Eastman.
Badass.
And then, of course, all four of the Stranger Things crossover.
I definitely enjoyed that crossover on that one as well.
It actually was cool how, because the Stranger Things is set in the 80s,
Mhm.
so they went and used the original Ninja Turtles from the original comic book.
Indeed. Red bandanaed turtles at that, which I thought was pretty interesting. They amongst the crossovers of TMNT, I felt like the tone it could it was just it was perfect. So compared to a lot of other crossovers, it meshed very well of a storyline.
Yeah, the issue for the Kevin Eastman Thing issue is Thing 2, Volume 3.
Thing 2, Volume 3. No.
And it's only going for a 510 right now.
Mm-hmm. That's not bad. Not bad. There's a lot of content that has dropped since our previous stream that we did together. And I guess one of the biggest highlights that we could start on is the 40th year anniversary, I guess, bundle of content that they gave us regarding the continuation of the IDW series.
And of course, I'm going to be collecting them all.
Indeed, as well.
Some of them with with the secondary issue covers.
Mm. 40th anniversary with new comics. So one of the series that they're going to have is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Black, White, and Green. Let's see here. Yes.
Which, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be just telling stories of the turtles as done by different writers and artists.
Green. Okay, yeah. So you can read all the details about the new book as well and several others right here. Okay, here we go. Come on now. All right. So I do. I get. See, this iteration of this artwork is a bit different than what people are accustomed to. Okay, so I'm kind of confused. So here's one of the covers, but I think just like you had said, a lot of these issues, they're going to be using different artists and writers periodically through the series. So this is cover A. This is cover B. This is the special. I believe this is the special edition that they're going to drop for this.
Oh, that's a cool one.
Mm-hmm. This is the RI cover. It's not bad.
Yeah, the issue, no pun intended, with me is you have to buy so many of each comic to get the other covers.
Mm,
And so many comic stores generally won't buy enough to get all those other covers.
mm. Says this new anthology series will feature new writers and artists on every issue. Among them are names like Declan Shalvey, Paulina Ganucci or Che, Javier Rodriguez, Jock, and more. Here's what Shalvey had to say about working on Black, White, and Green. Getting to work on the Turtles is an absolute dream come true. I was a total turtle nut as a kid, had the turtle van, the sewer playset, the works, and have always loved the characters. It's amazing to see the passion behind these characters, even through all the different iterations over the years. I've been hoping someone would invite me to do something with them for a long, long time. For it to happen on the Turtles anniversary is a real treat. The cherry on the cake or the pepperoni on the pizza, if you will.
Uh,
It's what I'm thinking is this black, white, and green is for uh the original turtle fans. Maybe okay. Basically, it. I would imagine that for like a continuation of its original Mirage story, it may not have any bonus uh turtles in it, kind of sticking to its original continuity with the kind of the old art drawn in an old art style. What's your take on it?
my guess is it's just a bunch of standalone stories about the turtles,
Mm,
which could almost be about any rendition of them from the comics.
mm, okay, because with that being said, with what I guess like using different writers, the original writing format that Peter and Kevin did was it panel for panel or page for page that they would alternate?
I think it might have been page for
Hmm.
page.
So I'm really happy to I'm like happy to hear that. Let's move on. So they have the TMNT Night Watcher series that will, I believe, it's going to be released on New Comic Book Day, but let me double check. So the Night Watcher is also going to be a part of the IDW. This ongoing series comes to us from the writer Juni Ba and artist Pharaoh Pei, and who is the Night Watcher. A new vigilante rises up to stand against violence and discrimination against mutants. A prelude story that will appear in the TMNT Free Comic Book Day 2024 issue. In the 2007 animated movie, this was the vigilante identity that Raphael used, and fans quickly fell in love with it. But who was the Night Watcher in the IDW universe? That's the big question as the new vigilante steps into the scene. Hmm. Any guesses?
It makes sense it's Raphael since in the comic books he already went on his own on a road trip.
Yeah, I mean, that is my favorite turtle. I would clearly look at it to be him. If it were to be any bit of a surprise, I'd say possibly Leo.
And if you really want to surprise people, make it Donatello.
See, I could see it being Donatello, but it seems like with the regular IDW series itself, Donatello has been a huge focal point for the Turtles, and I feel like they're going. I mean, he's already getting the shine there. I would think that someone else would get an opportunity to get some shine.
Yeah, also Donatello isn't much into the fighting at all now anymore. He's more interested in working on his time travel.
That is true. That is true. Ma- and magic and of such. All right, so moving on, we've got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Usagi Yojimbo Saturday Morning Adventures issue one in a collaboration. I collect the Saturday Morning Adventures. I haven't read any of them, but I know for a fact, I think coming soon they have a crossover issue where they have all the different variations of the Ninja Turtles coming out.
Yep. I've been reading all the issues of that too, and I've been collecting just the main cover for them.
I as well. I as well, for the most part. So let's see here. We've got the Usagi Yojimbo and Honorable Samurai Rabbit on Time has been stuck in the New York City ever since one of Donatello's experiments with a transdimensional portal went awry. Usagi has grown to appreciate the city, his friends, and the turtles, and most of all, pizza. But he still wants to return to his own dimension more than anything. When Donatello finally finds a way for Usagi to do just that, the Rabbit Warrior invites the turtles to visit his home, where they find a dangerous new enemy. It's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Usagi together again in a whole new dimension. Um, I wonder if the Saturday morning if it's a continuation of the cartoon series that we grew up with in comic form.
I would think so, but really you can't tell when they would be taking place.
Hmm. If it would start from whether or not if it starts from its last episode or
Like, I'm not sure on account of the original Archie comics started off as doing episode, just like the cartoon episodes in comic book form.
Hmm.
Then they went off to do their own thing with that.
That is a big mystery. That almost makes me want to start reading it. Yeah, we'll see.
They're pretty good reads.
Okay, 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 okay. All right. Moving on, that is a one shot. Then we have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Nation. This ongoing series features fan favorite creatives Tom Waltz, Sophie Campbell, and more. Tom Waltz wrote 100 issues of the ongoing and co wrote Last Ronin. Sophie Campbell wrote 50 issues of the ongoing series. The IDW TMNT universe is full of so many compelling and exciting characters. And this ongoing series will bring the array of mutants and other characters into the spotlight. Here's what Waltz had to say about this addition to the TMNT universe. With TMNT Mutant Nation, we have the opportunity to further expand our long running IDW TMNT universe alongside Jason Aaron's relaunch of the main ongoing TMNT series. We built a massively diverse and exciting assembled cast of characters and settings over the years. I'm ecstatic to remain part of this continued evolution alongside fellow creators telling more TMNT stories that we all hope will continue to entertain our amazingly enthusiastic and loyal readership, both old and new. Okay, so this confuses the hell out of me. This article kind of make it seem as though Mutant Nation is Sophie and Tom continuing what's going on right now.
I read it as it's doing stories about the other mutants in Mutant Town.
Okay. Okay. So maybe probably Cora, uh, maybe Bob, maybe it's a continuation of Jenica.
I'm not so sure about Jenica because she has had her own two individual specials.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. She's got Jenica.
Lita showing how more of her growing up to becoming the time traveler she becomes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if they would use Cora. I don't know if they would go further. I mean, because it would be it would be Mutant Town, unless they're going to give us like possible miniseries like they did with Casey and April.
Mm-hmm.
That could be a possibility. I mean, a lot of people have passed away. That's another shocker that I've mistaken. But okay, that's the Mutant Nation comic book series that they're going to be coming out with in September. All right, so then we have the TMNT Ninja Turtles Alpha One shot. Do we have a shot of the Alpha One? Well, I guess that will be the comic. They don't have a picture of it. Finally, we have a one shot features Tom Haltz, Gavin Smith, and Jason Aaron, Chris Berman. This issue marks Jason Aaron's debut as a TMNT writer. He'll also be writing the relaunch in July, and this story will set the tone for the comics to follow. As far as content goes, this issue will feature fan favorite Fifth Turtle Jenica and the story by Waltz and Smith. I have met Gavin Smith, and I definitely like his art. We'll explore the aftermath of the epic emotional TMNT 150. TMNT Turtles Alpha 1 will go on sale June the 5th. Even more Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle titles than there is than this are coming soon for IDW with official announcements for forthcoming. Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo are set to have a big birthday year in 2024. So that's the article itself.
One thing I'm not a fan of is them restarting over at number 1, but seems to be a continuation of the story.
We haven't seen issue 50. We haven't read issue 50, and I don't know if it's outcome.
Or 49.
Yeah, or 49. But to know, how it ends, to give it a bit more clarity. My estimation with the end of 148 that it will be with this time travel. I'm only assuming that there's going to be a bit of a reset.
Yeah, it'd be interesting how they're going to reset it, considering, for sports people who haven't seen the issue yet, is that Armageddon is going to the past before there were mutants.
Exactly. Armageddon. Yeah, exactly. Armageddon's going to go. And so with that being said, when I got my source books, I got to reading on Ketsune or Ketsune, and so she with her magic shape shifting and being able to use the ooze to live a very long time, and how she's pretty much manipulated
Orokusaki.
Orokusaki, even well, Tatsu was her lover, if I'm not mistaken. So, and how she was manipulated and trying to get her family back, like high, I guess high or empowered in its clan to take over. I don't know if we're going to see an appearance of her in 149 or 150, or who is Armageddon going to take out in the process of him going back in time into the Turtles' origin.
I think he's supposed to go after the 4 children.
After you want to, he'll probably travel after their 4 children.
He's going to go after Hamato Yoshi's 4 kids, and to stop the Ninja Turtles from being born.
Okay.
But realistically, that doesn't necessarily mean it will stop them from being reincarnated.
That's why it might be set up for us to believe that could happen, but it could possibly become more intricate and going back after maybe Splinter growing up, or Splinter at a younger age, and we get like a small depth of that, because it's 2 issues, 80 pages that we're going to be set up for. And with the end of 148, it appears that Donatello and Bob and Venus don't have enough resources to do too much time travel, but Leonardo, Bob, and baby Lita,
In April.
yeah, and they've somehow came to a conclusion to possibly maybe have those resources and travel themselves. Because that's one thing that I was confused about 148, because whatever that they found with using the research that they found, what clue did they find to help them out?
Who, April and Leo and
Yes.
them? Well, from the destroyed stuff, they got to go into the information that Evil Bob had for when he destroyed it when the others were sent to the future.
Mhm.
So Donatello's information he was still looking at
Mhm.
was still available there.
Then with Mikey also joining them, so basically they're able to track. So basically you just told me that Leo and them are able to track Donatello now.
I'm not sure for sure if they are or not,
Okay.
but I expect in the next issue, Raphael should be meeting up with them for all of them to be together for the issue 150.
Mm. And hopefully he has his brain, because that iteration of Raphael had done some time traveling and kind of warped his brain, his consciousness,
Yeah.
which hurt my feelings a lot. So we'll see. And then we'll see what happens. I feel like we're definitely going to get an appearance from Splinter again. That's
Well, that'd be kind of
I think
cool.
that yeah, I think that'll be pretty cool. That'll be pretty
So is he gonna come back to life, or is he gonna actually stay dead though?
cool. I think well he's time traveling. So I'm going to assume that this is going to be a pre-Splinter, a very young Splinter, human form Splinter. And he'll probably and
Wait, there wasn't a human. If I remember correctly, there wasn't a human form Splinter. They're actually in some kind of lab that April's dad had, I think. And April sent them into the sewers, or I could just be confusing this with the Bay Turtle origins.
okay, yeah, because okay, so this particular one, they all I guess five of them were in Japan and were reincarnated with their origin. Because okay, so see my familiarity bounce is in between, but don't take my word literal because because with that ooze gave magic abilities and etc. And I thought that that ooze had a bit of a portion of the reincarnation.
Oh no, I was just looking up. I was right.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, the spirits of Yoshi and his sons are reincarnated as a rat and four turtles, respectively, in a research laboratory owned by Baxter Stockman.
And that's
Uh,
IDW.
yeah, who had allied himself with with Krang, and that's how he got the mutagen. And I believe April worked there as well. April worked there with Baxter.
Okay. So where am I getting? So okay? So where am I getting these turtles in human form from?
Oh, that's that when it starts with them, they're reincarnated.
Okay, okay.
So once you see them in human forms are in the ancient past.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, this whole thing started in 2011.
Yeah, the further I've gotten into uh researching this IDW series, I feel like this is probably the most slept on storyline that the TMNT has had. Going into, I guess, bouncing around from Bob, the Gauntlet, going into the Pantheon. I think yeah, right now I'm just fascinated by the Pantheon and Dragon and Jaguar and everybody right now. when it's magic.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, from there. Oh, we also did mention to the fact that we're also going to get the Last Ronin re-evolution this year as well. So yeah, along with the video game that's coming out.
There's actually two video games coming out.
Really?
It's gonna be the last Ronin they've talked about doing,
Hmm.
and also the last arcade game they did with the based on the Turtles cartoon Before Rise.
Oh yeah. That's the 2011 or 12 series, that arcade game.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw that trailer. Indeed. Let's see here. Any plans or news you got coming up for the? Oh, we also have the TV series coming out, The Tales of TMNT as well.
oh wait, there's another show coming out?
Yeah, that's going to follow up the Mutant Mayhem movie.
All right. Yes, and I kind of forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm about to say
And
it
they still
did.
have a second movie coming out.
Yeah, so we got the TV
Okay, like
show.
one issue I don't understand why for Rocksteady they didn't give him a neck at all.
Mhm. Let's see. Do you want to check out the T? Do you remember the trailer, or have you seen it?
I'm not sure, but let's watch it anyway.
Okay.
Here we go.
We're superstars. We're heroes. There's nothing we can't handle together. I can't handle this. We're gonna kick their metal butts. Seriously?
Don't miss the new series Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles streaming this summer. And stream the hit movie TMNT Mutant Mayhem, available now on Paramount Plus.
And there we have it.
They need to work on the delivery of some lines. Like the one of, there's nothing we can't handle. And the Mike also going, I can't handle that.
I'm not the biggest fan of the voice actors, but with me being a fan, I can accept the idea of this of them still being helping out the Turtle franchise.
I know, like the voice actor they have for Michelangelo to me doesn't quite fit right with
I
them.
felt that way with Donatello. Yeah. I agree though.
Well, at least the two best turtles got the best voices.
That's true. That's true. So, there's that TV show. Its animation is a bit different. I don't know how many episodes they're going to give us. My biggest guess is they're going to probably give us like 4 to 5 episodes, and then give us the other set later on in 2024, like much of these streaming services.
I hate when they do that. They break a season in half.
Yeah, that's what I imagine that they're going to end up doing with this series.
But it's also annoying how seasons now are 8 episodes.
Yep. No, that's the standard. It looks like that's going to be the new standard. With that included, I'm almost at the We've got the with the actual sequel of Mutant Mayhem. The question I have for you is do you have a particular voice actor that you want to play Shredder, and what iteration of Shredder would you like for them to make their concept of for Shredder in this film?
I think for this show here, like a cross between the original cartoon Shredder
Mm,
and I guess like the other two like the original Shredders from the next two cartoons. So like serious, but with a bit more humor to them.
yeah. Unless I mean I believe that if you would make him serious, considering that the rest of the casted members of the show are kind of goofy. Even Superfly was kind of goofy, had some comedic moments. Turtles are going to have some. If they have the rest of the Mutanimals, they're kind of cool and goofy. If they can find a way to have Shredder, strike some fear into people a bit more, I'd appreciate it. Because if you look at Kung Fu Panda, well, a couple of the main villains in Kung Fu Panda were kind of scary, or at least fearful.
Oh yeah, I was actually just looking at for like the series overview.
Hmm.
And the first for the original cartoon, the first season only had 5 episodes,
Wow.
which was just introducing everyone to the turtles.
Hmm.
The second season had 13. Third season jumped to 47. Fourth had 41. Fifth had 20. Sixth had 16. Seven had 28. Oh, then in 94, 95, and 96 for 8, 9, and 10, they only had 8 episodes each.
Oh wow. Oh, that's a surprise.
Yeah, it almost seemed like they would have had more for those seasons.
And then I guess syndication and movies. Well, the movies kind of came back to back. There was probably what, a 3 or 4 year span between maybe, yeah, 3 or 4 years between all three of those movies, if I'm not mistaken. Like as a total, maybe last.
Oh, yeah, 1990, 91, and 93.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what I thought. They're a bit rushed. Okay, well.
And then if you really kind of, I think it is supposed to be connected, but the TMNT movie from 2007,
Mm.
I think it's supposed to be a continuation of the original trilogy.
Wow. Huh. Okay. That's a different. That's something I never thought of. Is that okay? Yeah, I didn't know that. So with that being considered, Leonardo had left him as well. I didn't really mention Crane. But you know what? In their lair in that movie, they did have what, Shredder's helmet. I might have seen Crane, piece of Crane in there as well.
Oh, yeah, because the 2007 TMNT film is a pseudo sequel to the 90s live action movie. It doesn't make the connection obvious. Clues hidden in the animation suggest that it's a sequel to the live action series, as evidenced by items from the previous films hidden in Splinter's trophy room.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So, like, remember in there, you'll see the time scepter.
Yeah, let me see if I can get an image of that. You said 2007, right?
I believe so.
Okay, yeah, here we
Yeah,
go.
2007.
So, all right, I'm going to pull this image up. Hopefully, it's big enough. It's not that big. Let's see if I can get a bigger image. Well, either way, I'm about to just show the image in this tab. So as you were saying, there's the ooze. This is the samurai mask that you spoke of here, or the face cover.
Yeah, the top middle one is Shredder's helmet.
Yeah. And that's the scepter below that mask down here at the bottom that you were referring to. So yeah. Would that movie have been any better live action?
They wouldn't be able to do as much of the action as they had, like the fight of Leonardo and Raphael.
Mm, that's true. That's true. Okay, okay. You have you got any news, any conventions, any grabs you're looking forward to getting in the near future before we wrap this thing up?
Uh, Nothing. Well, in the end of for the May long weekend, I go to Toronto for the Anime North.
Okay, okay.
Speaking of,
How about figure? Are you grabbing any of these figurines that's coming out soon as well?
yeah, I'm waiting on the last of the statue set, but actually here, this comic here is what I was talking about before. Where in this one, Raphael, because there's a leash in a cave that Raphael is using a shell to keep it in. The leash attaches itself to Raph's shell and starts leaching to get his blood / mutagen out of him, which in turn turns Raphael back into a normal turtle.
Holy snap!
And to solve this, they basically toss Raphael onto the leech, the humanoid leech, and he basically eats him to get the mutagen back and goes right back to normal.
Whoa. Is there a particular? Did they say the name of that issue or what number?
Oh, it's a collected book, volume 6.
Okay.
And apparently this thing is out of print and you can't get it anymore.
What? Have you thought about getting that thing graded?
Not particularly.
Why? That's just me being greedy.
Like, I do know it won't be graded too high.
I mean, beyond condition, I'm pretty sure somebody would want to own that book.
Well, here's something cool I have too.
TMNT Deluxe.
I actually have 3 versions of this.
The Munchkin.
There's this one that's color. There's one that's black and white. That's the same thing. And then they have the normal miniature one. But because I kickstarted this, there are a few extra characters to play as. we can find the one left. Worry about it next time. Hey.
That was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie to you, bub.
Yeah, it makes me happy.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna probably start warming up my t-shirt press and get some of these covers on these comic book covers on t-shirts.
Oh, that's very cool. Actually, while I think of it, oh, here's something cool to show you. A friend of mine does zombie portraits
Mhm.
in Sudbury, and like he's done all the Ninja Turtles as if they were zombies.
Yeah, that's pretty darn cool.
Shredder, Leo.
Mhm. Donnie. Raph! And he's got the arrows in him, much like he had in Last Ronin. That's pretty cool.
Raph didn't have the arrows on him in Last
Yes,
Ronin. Donatello had the arrows.
no, Raph had arrows in him as well when he got shot with arrows when he after he had fought
Oh,
Karai.
going after Karai.
Yep. The original April.
And then we have
I've got April. I've
April.
got April tattooed on my arm.
Oh, nice. We have a Splinter. Oh, and that's Skeletor.
Nice.
Yeah,
The Skeletor.
if you want, look up zombie portraits.
Okay.
There's a guy in Sudbury who does. I mean, he does really great work.
Are you going to go participate? Well, are you going to be going to your comic book store for Free Comic Book Day?
Of course.
Is the guy?
I do that every year.
Is the guy that you're referring to? Is he Rob Sachedo?
Yes.
Hmm. Nice. Never mind. I do not have. I do not have an X account. But, so this page. Let's see here. If we missed out on anything. They're talking about 2026 for the sequel to Mutant Mayhem. Sony. Okay. Oh, also, do you think Krang should make an appearance in the Mutant Mayhem sequel?
Of course he should.
Hello, Queen. But yeah. I just want. Well, they already showed the Ultron. They didn't give the Ultron lady a name in the film, so it's not like
And
Krang.
well, she's
Yeah,
she's an Utrom,
Ultron. My fault. Ultron.
and there we have Krang already.
Indeed. So I mean, we've got the race of those beings as well. Oh. See,
Hey, so if I wanted to post a link to the guy who does the zombie portrait, so I just put it in the private chat.
let me see. I don't have it in my private chat right now. Are you? Did you put it on Facebook?
Yeah, I posted a link to his
see
work,
it
his
now.
thing on Facebook in the private chat.
Yeah, I just got that link from you. Or zombie portraits. I'm about to post it in here so everybody else can see it, see their work. And here we have it. Oh, you want to join us? Okay, 1 second. I got you. Boom.
Ah,
But I guess it's we can't really when it comes to Mutant Mayhem. We can't. There's nothing I can assume because this is their own creation of the turtles. They haven't done. They've only used the characters I like identity, but they have their own personalities. The turtles have their own origins, so they've got plenty of examples to use. But I can't really go by the book about anything.
yeah. I do like it more from what I saw on that. I do enjoyed it more than Rise,
Mm,
but I couldn't get into the show because there was too much humor interrupting serious stuff.
yeah,
But the movie they did for it was excellent, which is more of what the show should have been.
I agree. I agree. But I'm hoping that Shredder has a a super duper presence in its sequel, and we could
Ooh,
yeah, really see the turtles
and,
face adversity.
want to hear my controversial take on Splinter from the TMNT movie?
Okay, hold on 1 second. What up, Quee?
Yo,
I guess we should probably have her mic on in a moment. But so, what's your
Hi.
Hey, hello.
no camera for us today?
I look like crap.
Have you seen our host? You'll be fine. It's not fair. You get them in here. We only hear your voice, but you get to see our faces.
Well,
I have a mask on, so yeah.
We all wear masks in our life.
that quote from The Mask.
I'm
And also,
exfoliating.
we're talking about Ninja Turtles. They wear masks, so you'll have your secret identity safe. It's the mask at least green you have on.
Well,
Oh,
there she goes. But
getting back to the whole thing with Splinter is the wrong guy voiced him.
you know what? I agree with you. I really wasn't
It was
feeling Jackie Chan.
no, not that one. I'm talking about the TMNT one from 2007.
Oh,
The you had the guy who voiced his name is Mako.
hmm.
He voiced Uncle Iroh, and he also voiced Aku from the Samurai Jack show.
That's not bad. So okay, so you like the deeper voiced
No, his voice was too harsh. And when Nostalgia Critic did a review of it and said his voice wrong and sounded like he smoked 5 packs a day. And that was also before we found out that Mako had died of lung cancer.
well, there you have it. There you have it. No, I don't mean to find that too humorous, but I mean there you have it. Um, well,
And
okay, so
I
I
do
wouldn't.
agree. Oh,
Mhm,
sorry, I do agree with you on the Jackie Chan voicing Master Splinter
mhm.
on account of you hear Jackie Chan doing the voice,
Well,
not the voice, not the character.
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean that's almost the same thing you could say about Ice Cube's acting career.
Yeah.
Uh, but I mean, the idea of Jackie Chan voicing him sounded good to me, but like once I heard it, I was just I don't know. I want to be honest with you. I kind of feel the opposite of you about it because I prefer a more aged, deeper, raspier voice of Shredder.
Oh no,
Like
Shredder, yes.
not my fault. Not Shredder, Splinter. I apologize. I prefer like more of an exhausted sounding, like older, like guy to voice Splinter.
Whereas I prefer Splinter to be more of the soft spoken person.
Okay. Okay.
Like for me, the third series He had that perfect combination of soft and firm voice.
Mm. Yes. I guess I mean it's tomato, but I'll say this: it didn't deter me from watching or listening to Splinter's voice. But if I had a preference, I definitely want a more firm, a more firm Splinter. And I think that's why I like the IDW series so much because Splinter's way darker to me in
Yeah.
IDW than he is in much of the other iterations
He
of
is outright he outright murdered Darius Dunn.
Howdy.
And at
Yeah.
least when Triceratops, when the Chosen were trying to go for a more peaceful ending for the situation.
Hmm. Not to mention, I mean, Splinter had to get checked for losing his mind a couple of times as well.
Well, yeah, like the one where you had Michelangelo telling him to screw you, and they actually fought and landed blows on each other. Like this one part where they end up actually switching weapons they're using.
Hmm. Was that is that after the gauntlet?
Oh no!
Or before
Before this is after 100, where Shredder is killed and Splinter has taken over.
that? Okay, okay.
Let's see here. Oh, where is it, Michael?
Do you use Turtlepedia, Ninja Turtlepedia for references?
Yeah, that's someone I was actually looking right now to see what issue it took place in.
Okay.
Oh, here. Oh, right after issue 84.
So okay, so what event this is there's no major event that like that so okay, so hold on. You said 84? Issue 84.
Yeah,
Let's see, TMNT 84. Matter of fact, why am I on my phone and I'm sitting here on my freaking desktop? TMNT W. You said 84 is the issue that you're referring to.
it comes right after, according to the Wikipedia, 84.
Hmm. Which came out July 25th, 2018, on the bridge of the Rat King threatens to drop one of his hypnotized kids into the river. The turtles tell him to back off, but he instead hurls the child over. Though the kid is saved by Michelangelo and Raphael, the turtles attack but are held off by the mind-controlled juvenile hordes. Rat King was a freaking monster, dude.
Oh, yeah.
At TCRI, Baxter Stockman and April put the finishing touches on restoring the Mousers and Flyborgs. Baxter ponders how he'll build the city for eliminating the rat infestation, but April suggests he do the job for free.
Oh, yeah. This is after issue 50 is where Shredder died.
Okay, yeah,
And
that's why I was wondering. I was wondering when you had mentioned issue 100 earlier. I was like, oh, that's So the little bit that I've read of the IDW series, I think Rat King is far more sinister of a villain in the IDW series. Maybe a little bit of
Well,
Baxter Stockman, but Rat King seems way more heinous.
well, he's more of the pathogen of people like Kasune is his sister.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean he's part of the pantheon, of course. Um, are you? So who else? Do you have much recollection of Jaguar's presence in the Pantheon and the IDW series?
Not so much, but I do remember him as part of the Mighty Mutanimals from the Archie series.
Well, Jaguar's a part of the Pantheon in the IDW.
Yeah,
Which again with Dragon, Hiroku Saki, and all of them crazy people. Okay. And Mammoth. And then this
yes.
Reaper-like tentacle creature, Gathano. I'm gonna have to do Gathano next. Cause yeah, I just did Katsuni. So now I have to probably hit Akka, Man Moth, Gathano, Chiyu. Okay. Got you.
Oh, did you know that the X Files are actually in the same universe as the Ninja Turtles?
No, I did not. And how'd you come to that conclusion? Sounds pretty cool.
Because of the IDW X Files conspiracy, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue 1, which
Hold on,
has
hold
to
on.
do with the lone gunman from X Files.
So hold on. You talking about TMNT's issue number 1? Are you talking about X Files issue
No,
1?
this is an X Files comic, issue
X Files.
1.
Hold on, because I mean, if that's the case, then I'm clearly about to probably do a video on this.
Yeah, I have the issue, and it takes place just after Leonardo is cured from his brainwashing.
Okay, so here, the X Files conspiracy. Okay, the X Files conspiracy is a crossover event published by IDW Publishing, released January 2014. It involves the character from X Files interacting with 4 licensed properties that IDW publishes comics for: Ghostbusters. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so the event of the year begins here when the lone gunmen discover internet files from the future. They learn that the plague will soon wipe out most of humanity. With agents Mulder and Scully working on Lee, the gunmen must spring into action and investigate several urban legends, a group of ghost hunters, mutant turtles that live in the sewer, shape shifting. So basically this runs in cahoots with Ghostbusters as well. Is that what they're referring
I
to?
guess so. I don't know. I only collected that Ninja Turtle issue.
Okay. Mutant turtles that live in the sewer, shape-changing alien robots, and a vengeful spirit from beyond the grave. That issue included X Files conspiracy. Okay, X Files conspiracy issue 1. Yeah, so it was a one shot. That's what it
Yeah,
sounds like. Let me see if I can bring up what that issue is, because I want to do a freaking breakdown of it. If that's the case.
oh, there's also another one you want to look into, the IDW Infestation 2.
Okay, so we've got. Wow, it's worth like $46.
Ah,
There's different covers for it as well. That's a CVR cover.
yeah, I just have the original cover.
I'm trying to see what the original cover looks like. Is it the one that has the Ninja Turtle hand on it?
I think it has to do with a turtle on a gurney.
Okay, you have that one is black and white.
I think so. That's it's cover A.
It didn't give me cover. It just says it doesn't give me the letter of the cover. So, but I see what you're talking about though. Yeah, the Kevin. I guess the special edition Kevin. There's a Kevin and Eastman cover as well that has a. It looks like a drawn up live action Ninja Turtle hand that's like reaching at files. So, with that being said, hmm. Well, that's something else I'm gonna probably gonna go. I'm probably gonna go after that.
Oh, oh, they actually did a huge crossover with all the stuff was Infestation 2 goes to Transformers, Dungeons and Dragons,
Who did a crossover?
Team Up, Ninja Turtles, G.I. Joe, 30 Days of Night.
Yeah, I didn't know that at all.
Yeah, they did 2 Infestation things. One before they had the Ninja Turtles.
I know it's rumored they have a GI Joe Transformers movie that they're working on right now, live action.
Well, yeah, the last Transformers movie, it showed them coming up with GI Joe in that.
Hmm. So so they did
Yeah,
so
the
they did
first
so
one
they did
was
have a comic. Oh, it's called the Infestation.
yeah 2.
Infestation 2. Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, the first one is Star Trek, Transformers, Ghostbusters, GI Joe.
Holy, where the hell was I at in
Studio.
life? Why didn't I know about this? Yeah, Infestation. Yeah, I got to put this in my Discord so I can freaking Infestation. And was this a one shot as well, or a mini series?
The Infestation.
Yes.
Each comic had 2 issues that had the briefest of things connecting the 2.
Okay.
So, like, something called something that happened to 1, and it's moving into the different stuff.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at the gallery right now. Station 2. That's pretty cool. And then I'm about to look up Infestation 1. They only showing Infestation 2. Where's Infestation 1? Or was the first one not called Infestation and they just went straight to Infestation 2?
Oh, no, it was called Infestation.
Because I'm only seeing
Try
Infestation 2.
Google IDW Infestation.
Ah. Hmm. Yes, I can see now. Were the turtles included in this in the original Infestation?
Not the first one,
Okay.
as it came out before the Turtles were part of IDW.
See, that's something I wasn't aware of either. Star Trek.
Yes. IDW did start before Ninja Turtles.
Okay. Good to know. G.I. Joe, Star Trek, Transformers, Ghostbusters. Okay. I got this in my Discord. I've got some homework to do this week. And that's why we have TMNT discussions, just for moments like that. Can always learn. Can always learn more.
I'm happy to show you more what you've missed, or to tell you about what you've missed.
Okay. Well, let's see. I'm gonna get this. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Come on, come on, come on. True. As we prep this.
I'm gonna be quickly grabbing a drink.
Are you fine? I'm about to end this stream. I got my league game about to start up soon.
Oh, well, good luck with that.
But most definitely appreciate it.
I'm having some Pepsi Lime Zero Sugar.
Nice.
And no, this is not a project placement.
All right.
Ooh, what's this we're watching?
This is the outro I do for my streams.
Ah.
I got you. Till next time, everybody. This is TMNT Discussions. If you know anybody else that wants to collab with us and also add on to the content that drops, or just want to fill us in on some of the history, we're just here to give out TMNT content in TMNT Discussions.
See you later.
See you later.
So special.